And guess what? If we sell 100 million or 200 million cards, they're all virtual. It's called air. So if you think you want to add some air to your life, pay attention to this company. So let's talk about what is the cloud, and let's go to what we're doing. So basically, the cloud market right now is just blowing up. If you have been following AI and you know that AI is increasing demand on data, like I'm telling you, AI is increasing demand on data like nobody's business. I mean, it is. Look, I mean, these are real numbers. So if it's like that in 2030, and it's 5 years away, how are you positioning yourself to be a part of that? That's why you have to pay attention. Because remember, the theme of this whole presentation is, can our data pay your utility bills and pay your bills? So what happens is, we're going to talk the negative really quick. I mean, with all these data centers being built, you got to understand, these are environmental impacts on the world. You're talking, I know there's about 2,000 data centers right now, or no, there's 6,000 no, 2,000 to 4,000 data centers now. By 2030, there's 6,611, and that's the number. But bottom line is, there are billions. If you look at Google's spreadsheet on their public sheet today, they have about 19 data centers. The average data center is $800 million. I mean, think about this, $800 million per data center. And there's, I believe, that's 4,400 today. There's 6,611, I believe, by 2030. So just do the math and then ask about the environmental impact. So let's talk about that. Look at the crisis. I'm getting ready to show you how in our commercial part of our business, we're solving this right here. Worldwide data center use about 400 terawatts of hours of electricity. That's a little more electricity than the entire United Kingdom. I'm talking the whole country. So you think about it. These data centers, they talked about Bitcoin messing up the environment. These data centers are 1,000 times more dangerous than when they attacked Bitcoin, talking about it's going to turn the earth into what? It's going to burn the earth up. So our partnership now is with Nextcloud. And one of the benefits of our partnership, everybody coming to Vegas is going to be certified and trained with Nextcloud. Nextcloud is a decentralized platform that competes head-to-head with Amazon Cloud, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Cloud. The only difference is we use your CPU power and we pay you to create our cloud. Now, what does that mean in layman terms? Every one of you has an old cell phone laying around. Every one of you has an old laptop laying around. We're going to pay you to use the CPU usage on here to basically the cloud. Now, we're already out. It came out in June of last year. Just got back from Dubai in October. Won Best in Show. Everybody over there tried to buy the company. It was a big grandiose no. But think about it. This is the product that's going to help all people who own small businesses, franchise. If you're a building management company and you have computers that you don't use when you're closed. If you're a school and you have computers you don't use when the kids aren't there for the summer, we're going to pay you for your CPU power. So what does all this mean and how does it affect you?
Welcome to Nextcloud, the future of cloud computing. Picture a world where your idle devices aren't just sitting. They're powering a global computational revolution. Envision billions of devices harmoniously linked in a singular cloud, creating immense value for millions. Your laptop, desktop, or mobile, it's not just a device connected to Nextcloud. It's how you earn income daily for the rest of your life. Need cloud or hosting services? Experience unparalleled performance at unbeatable prices with unmatched security and reliability. If you're a developer, tech founder, or blockchain guru, it equates to funding your innovations, creating community engagement, all while scaling CPU-intensive applications. Plus, we're green, championing a sustainable future by reducing the need for more large data centers. Nextcloud isn't just an idea. It's a collective movement for all. Join Nextcloud and let's shape tomorrow, today.
So again, going back to, it's important for you to understand that we have gone into a very strategic situation with them that'll be announced at the event in Las Vegas. So that strategic relationship is very unique because we basically can operate in over 175 countries. So if you know anybody owns a franchise, you know anybody works for a school district, you know anybody trying to raise money, if you've got a blockchain project and you have a lot of PCUs or a lot of CPU time, or you have a lot of idle computers, if you're a school district and you're underfunded and you have a computer classroom, guess what we can do? So this is the commercial side of what we're doing. If you own a business and your business is basically in an area where maybe you have old laptops, old computers, what's great about what we're doing for our commercial product is, because this is global, imagine you sign up this business on our platform, and whether it's them using our platform to host their website, or maybe they're just selling rugs online and they needed to host it versus hosting it over at GoDaddy or hosting any hosting, we're hosting it just like a Amazon server. You, the individual, can get paid on just getting people to put their websites onto our cloud. The benefit is that if you know somebody that works at a fast food restaurant, every fast food restaurant has most of the time a CPU built into the cash register. And what do they do when they're closed at night? If you're a McDonald's, you close at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock and you don't open again until 5. Could you not be interested, or would you not be interested in getting paid just by leaving your units to the internet? And look, one thing about our technology, we don't get into your personal data. We just use your computer as a link device. No different when you connect to someone's Wi-Fi. We're not hacking into your personal profile. Same thing with a corporation. Imagine if you're on this Zoom and as your chairman, I told you that you close McDonald's. What if, hypothetically, no income guarantees, what if you could earn, let's say $400 a month times 13,000 McDonald's? And what if McDonald's earned 2 to 3 million a month for letting us use their CPU power? I want you to think about what I just said. What if you could close McDonald's and you knew that you physically were going to earn somewhere close to a couple $100 a month per location? But what if you're McDonald's and we proved the McDonald's were more secure than AWS, we're more secure in most places than Google Cloud, we're more secure than definitely at Microsoft Cloud, and we can save, think about it, McDonald's pays their own cloud services in a lot of areas, but they do offset a lot of the technology. So think about it, they're spending $5 to $20 million a month right now. What if you could go to a McDonald's and save them $4 million a month, and you could get paid every month residual income on every McDonald's account that they sign up because you close the corporation? That is our next phase that you'll learn about in Las Vegas if you choose to be here. The other thing is schools are underfunded. Look, so many times people raise all this money to build a stadium like in Arlington, Texas, $2 billion, but every school around the school district's broke. And yet they can do bonds for entertainment, but we won't take care of our kids. Well, think about it this way. What if you knew a school district that had a school district that had 1,000 PCs, or maybe 2,000, 3,000 PCs? Here's the thing. While the kids are not in school, what's going on in the computer classroom during the summer? Nothing. Could you imagine before school gets out, you go to the school, the administrative department, and you give them a free FRE, a free proposal that while your kids are out of school, I know you have good internet at your school. What if we paid you for your PCs, locked